the privilege of training over 17,000 civil engineers from 700 plus companies and 4,000 plus colleges. So, if you want to stay connected with us regarding the future programs, any workshop, any classes, any new course assignment, anything, so you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn by just searching Pro Training for updates on futures, workshop, and programs. So, let me show you a small intro video of Pro Training. For updates on futures, workshop, and programs. You may start the session from your side.
Good evening. Thank you, Protani. Thank you for the opportunity. Sharing. Open the sharing.
Yeah, it's open, sir.
Whether it is content only, I put. Is it okay?
It's fine, sir.
Yeah, good.
Recording in progress.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Finishing Excellence, the definitive masterclass for finishing engineers. In construction, finishing is a very, very important. Why it is important? Why you have to learn about that finishing? All we are going to the class. I warmly welcome all to master the art and science of all the class finishings in modern construction projects. This class will be a eye-opener and an introduction to the finishing excellence. How to become an excellent finisher. Now I want to ask you only 3 questions. Kindly type your answers in the chat box. That will be helpful for me to teach more, or how much you need more knowledge like that based on your experience. I want to know about experience. Everybody, please type how many years you have experience in construction industry. Please type. Come on, guys. Vaidya, 5 years. Then only one has typed so far. Guys, please come. How many years you have experience in construction industry? That is what I want to know. 10 years. Then 2 years, Karanjot. Soumya Karana, 6 years. Then at least I need 10 people. Please fast. Shivanshu Verma, 10 years. If you type fast, we can go, we can see lot of informations now. Otherwise, it will get delayed. Shivanshu, 10 years. Then, any others? Why hesitating? Come on, guys. Five years, okay. 2 years, okay. Okay, guys. Maximum experience I have seen 10 years and minimum 2 years I have seen. Now, who are all want to rise in the construction career only? I want to become a project manager within 10 to 15 years. Who are all want? Please type yes. Only one more question. Now at least type this. Who are all want to become a project manager within 10 to 15 years experience? Already some have come on, only to have interest, structural engineer. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Syed, it is relevant to you only. Oh, you have 20 years experience. Very good, very good. Aisha Sulaiman. Yes. Yes, guys, if you want to become a project manager, you need to know from the foundation to finishing. Then only you can become a project manager. As a project manager, anybody they are calling for any job opportunity, they will ask how many buildings from scratch to finish you have completed. That will be the first condition. At least because why means within 15 years, they may have shifted 3 to 4 jobs, but they have not completed full building. Whatever building you are seeing, you have to complete. This is a career tips I'm giving you. This one you note down and keep in mind. Throughout your career, this will be helpful. Always, you should finish a building from scratch to finish in whatever designation you are doing, even supervisor, project engineer, or up to project manager, whatever I'm saying, whatever designation. If you want to get a managerial job, you want to become a manager very quickly means, then you should know one full building work. Particularly, we civil engineers are always focusing on uh, technical subjects only. Always we are focusing on concrete, steel, how to do that. That structure we will concentrate more. We are very sound. In my experience, I have 35 years of experience from multiple buildings, multiple designation, everything I have come over. Maximum every building is struggling with the finishing only. There only engineers are very much struggling because they're not only technical knowledge enough. You need more diplomacy, you need more focus, you need more strategy, like everything. You need multitasking also. In construction, while going to the structure, you will do foundation, then columns, then slab, and like that every floor, then block masonry, like that. But in finishing, you need to see multiple tasks. Then multitasking also you need. Then you should be multiple talented guy. Then only you should be a good finishing engineer. To upgrade that, you should know about the finishing excellence in construction. For that only, we are going to give you a demo class. This one, for you, I'm going to give you one entire chapter. Fully, I'm going to present you. Definitely, that will be helpful for you. This is a very, very important class for any engineer. Any engineer who is in construction, who wants to do it in construction, you have to know finishing works. Now, first let us see the contents of the master class. We are having 10 chapters. First chapter, we will see the foundation, and foundation means foundation of the course, not for building. That is a foundation of the course. And first strategic planning and project life cycle in finishing only. And overview of finishing engineer's function. Whoever engineer seeing the finishing works, what is his role and what he has to do, what he should not do also. And regulatory compliance. What are all the regulatory compliance framework? These are all the topic we are going to see today. Then in the entire master class, you can learn about planning and coordination. Very important work sequencing for all finishing trades. Toilets, lobbies, flats, external works and specialty works. And inter-trade dependencies, interface with MEP, architectural, electrical, whatnot, everything, all the finishing work. All in dependencies. These sequences and dependencies are very, very important in finishing work. Because in structure work, you will see the one work only at a time on column, or you can add a block masonry. That's all. Apart from that, you will not do. But in finishing work, you are having more than 20 works at a stretch at a time. That will happen in entire building. Then their sequencing and dependencies are very, very important. Number third, material selection, substrate preparation. Material selection guide, plastering, tiles and paints and panels. For that, how to select material and pre-finishing substrate inspection. Substrate inspection for flooring tiles laying or wall block masonry, plastering for plastering and priming and rectification. Finally, what are all the rectification? The major heart of the program is core finishing workflow. This is a heart of the program. Workflow breakdowns for each trade with the tracker schedules in Excel sheet. Then by the Excel, you have to prefer the trackers and schedule any finishing work. For that, what are all the important finishing work? Plastering and wall finishes, tiling, floors, wall, data work, toilet, sanitary finishing works, door, window, carpentry, fixture installs, ceiling and partition works, painting and flooring works, all finishes. Painting external and internal. Specialized finishes, signages, joint filling as it was like button. Snagging workflows, stage-wise snagging, completion flows. Then QA/QC standards, tolerances, checklist for each finish. Digital quality assurance tools and templates for practical use. Defect types, root cause, rectification strategy, documentation. All parts of the quality, total quality management in the finishing work. We are going to see in the course. Then safety, health and environment. PPE for finishing trades. What is PPE? Personal protective equipment. All your helmet, gloves and jacket, goggles and shoes particularly, like all PPE. What are all everything required for finishing trades? Material safety, handling of chemicals, because we are using chemical in the final works for acid wash or tiling work, wherever, everywhere, lot of chemicals involved. And site-specific hazards. There only lot of wastage will come. You will dump lot of wastage during the finishing work. There only site-specific hazards coming. Waste minimization, eco-friendly practice. All we are going to discuss in the class. Next, handover and documentation. That is a very important part of the project, handing over. Handing over is not an easy task, guys. You should know about stepwise handover process for flats, common areas. Every one flat you are handing over means you have to check thoroughly before calling the customer. If customer is coming and seeing one small wall crack also will bring a big issue on the site. Then you should be very careful and before calling a customer. Then what are all the stepwise handover process for every flat and common areas? Documentation, ITPs, inspection, test plans, and a checklist, final handover packs, warranties, and special instructions you have to hand over. With the construction, we are going to hand over the warranties and special instruction, whatever we have to give. Next topic, innovation, sustainability, and trends. Sustainable green finishing materials certifications. This is another very latest topic. Green building is a need of the hour. Now every building is turning into green building nowadays. Slowly that industry is growing. After 10 years, if you see, all maximum materials we are using will be green material, like that it will go. That one we should aware of that particularly. For that, what to do with the green environmental issues, everything. That is a sustainable green finishing materials certification. Certification is important in green building. Modular pre-finished panels. Now modular construction is coming fast. Now we are seeing so many videos. They are doing entire apartment. Even I have seen one China video. They are doing 20-floor apartment, fully all concrete panels. With the concrete panels, they have completed within 48 hours. I have that video. I can share you later. Like that. A lot of this panel, modular panel construction is there. That is Now, that also you should know about that. Digital QA, QC, automation tools, and a real Indian case studies of innovation and lessons. Another thing, every topic we are going to give you multiple live practical case studies. I'm going to give you original case studies to understand all the topics from the first to last. Not only here, everywhere we are going to give a case studies. Then only easily you can understand how they have done, how we have to do. That is one. Next, client interaction and post handover. Techniques for client handover. Now, after handovering, that is snag management before handover only, expectation management. How that is client, what they are expecting, how to understand. This thing we are going to see in the class. And the support for facility management and maintenance transitions. If you know about contractor, there is a defect liability period. Any contractor, he has to take care of the building 1 year. That is a defect liability period. That time they will start the facility management also. Once all flats are occupied, then there will be a facility management service. Then we have to give the support for them. At least 1 year we have to give free. Then what are all the maintenance transition? We are seeing the maintenance for 1 year, then you have to hand over. How to hand over those things. And a practical tools and templates. Downloadable trackers, activity lists. I will give you lot of checklists we are going to give. Ready-made checklist, snagging format, QA format, quality assurance formats, all we are going to see. These are all the overall contents for the masterclass. This will be very, very helpful. We have not left everything, each and everything we are dealing. And wherever you are working, what type of building, multi-story building, if you are working 40 floor, 50 floor building also, this will help you. And a normal residential building also, this will help you. In that now, for you, I'm going to present the module 1. First chapter, we are going to see the foundation and fundamentals, foundation of the course, this class, finishing excellence. Now in this, we are going to see the objectives, finishing engineers universe, that is their roles and responsibilities. Strategic planning and project life cycle, regulatory compliance framework. These 4 are important at the start. That is why this is the introduction of the class and the introduction of finishing works. Now, learning objectives. By the end of this class, this first 1 chapter only, 1 module only, I'm going to teach you this session. Definitely, you will understand the strategic role of finishing engineers in project success. They are the people who is going to hit the last ball sixer, finishing engineer. Only he can do. Entire building, who can construct, everybody can do that. But last ball sixer will be given by the finishing engineer. That should be you. If you learn the class, definitely that will be you. You can give the proper finishing and you can hand over. That strategic role we have to know and recognize the evaluation from traditional supervision to quality architecture. Normal supervisor, any supervisor at the site you see, he is a traditional supervisor. He will see that day-to-day work, what they are telling, that one he will follow. That's all. Now, after this, if you know about all the finishing works, then you can understand the architecture and the finishing of the work. Because without architecture, no finishing. Every building finishes with the aesthetic means, then that quality architecture is there. Then that evaluation will happen to you. Identify key industry challenges and proven solutions. Voice breaking. Is it clear, audible now? Guys, tell me. Planning engineer, particularly, we have to deal with, here we are exclusively seeing the finishing works. Sayed, That one later we can discuss, I think. You can contact with the pro-trainee. I will tell you that planning any other thing. But here we are going to see the exclusive planning in the finishing only will come in this course fully. Okay, you can navigate the regulatory. That also important. Regulatory compliance is very. Compliance means any rules and regulations of from PMC, from local body like municipality, from the government, whatever those things also, you should aware of that. Everything, all the frameworks, all we are going to deal in the class. Now the finishing crisis in Indian construction. This is a starting. Why 68% of projects fail in finishing phase? You can see anywhere. I have constructed more than 200 buildings in my career. In that 100 buildings around all residential buildings, then industrial, commercial like that. Then apart from that, high-rise building, I have dealt more than 25 buildings. In that everywhere, every company, they are facing the crisis in the finishing phase only. Suddenly the building will grow like fast, very fast it will go. But at the same time, they are constructing entire building, the structure completion, the same time they will take for finishing. That is, even though there will be, they cannot finish fully like that. Why it is that? Industry reality check we are going to do. 68% of residential buildings exceeded timeline during finishing only. See, for example, ground plus 2 floor, one residential building, normal residential building. That building construction time, the contractor is asking 1 year means that is a high time. Normally, 10 months is enough for 10 months enough for that. Okay, even if they are taking 1 year also, G+2 building, the structure they can complete within 4 months maximum. But if they are dragging also, it is taking 6 months also. Then another 4 months finishing is a very high time. Then 6 months is a very high time. Like that only normal engineers, they are struggling in the normal residential buildings also. That is why now I am suggesting as a struggling in the civil mentor, I am mentoring other construction companies and the career guidance also I am doing. Now everywhere I am telling you have to give the whoever construction startups, they are giving consultancy to me. I am telling give the exact time period. G+2, we can complete in 10 months maximum. We have to complete the structure within 8 months. We can do that. And then 2 months grace period only I am giving you. Like that, I will give the scheduling and we have to do that. Then only it is loud only. Maximum I am making loud. Even speaker also I have checked. It is full only. Otherwise, just a minute, I'll make it on.
Voice clear आ रहा है sir?
Clear only. Okay. Okay.
Yes sir. Yes sir, it is clear.
Then this is a industry reality. 2.5, 2.3 crore average loss per 100 unit project. That is apartment project if you take. Due to finishing delay. Because of the finishing delay, this much loss is there. Per 100 unit only this amount. 40% customer complaints originate from finishing quality issues only. Always customers, they will see everything in the finishing only. Then they will complain. The complaints, 40% complaints come from the finishing quality work only. One thing in the finishing only. Then they will complete 12% engineers have systematic finishing workflow knowledge. They do not know the proper workflow. Simply they are, I have told, they are taking the day-to-day challenges and the day-to-day activities only they are concentrating. They do not have full plan and what is a workflow we have to do in the finishing work. That is a multitasking work. That one root cause identified for all the issues are lack of integrated workflow planning. That is a workflow planning, electrician, plumber, and a mason. These three, they have to coordinate tiling work and all the like that, false ceiling work, putty work, painting, all there is a inter-trade coordination. That coordination should be good. Otherwise, they are each and everybody is crossing other trade means the same work is happening within one flat. For electrician also working, plumber working, tile labor cannot work like that. Then that is a poor inter-trade coordination. If the coordination is good, you should give a proper planning for the customized mobile app for their companies, their project. I'm doing industrial project means that type of report we are having. I'll go to first. These are all the already what we have discussed. Again, as a challenge, I am telling. I am taking as a 5 challenges. Skill shortage, qualified finishing craftsman scarcity. That is a major issue. Nowadays, I am seeing in our area also, there are no good carpenters. We have to find a good carpenters. Everybody is going for interior work for they are getting more money. That is very easy, cutting plywood and do that. Like previous days, carpenters are very good. Like that, craftsmen are very less. Painter also, anybody who is taking brush is a painter, like that it is going. That is a very bad procedure. Experienced and skilled person we need. Training and retention issues. Every company should give a training for laborers and team, all project team. And we have to retain the skilled labor. That is very important. They should not go, once we have trained and we bring the quality in one building, the same team we have to utilize the next means it will be easy. If you are not retaining, what will happen? Again, you have to train new person, again the same thing. That is a one challenge. Number 2, material quality variation, inconsistent supplier quality. In one building, you are even initial stages, okay, one aggregate or other person supplying different type of aggregates, okay, we can do that. But in the finishing, even tiles also, 2 batches coming, there will be a issue. You cannot get purchase same company tiles, same batch. Then only that will be good. Like that, suppliers also, that will be consistent supplier required. Everything, all finishing work. And a fake substandard materials in market. From electrical wire to plumbing, lot of fake substandard material. That we should be aware of that. And a weather dependency, always weather is a very, very critical situation for finishing, because while structure we can do that, but in finishing, monsoon impacts on exterior finishing particularly. You cannot plaster, you cannot paint, you cannot fix any doors, windows, everything. Windows, everything, light outer walls. All the outer wall works are very, very risky during the monsoon time. Particularly if you see, if anybody is from Kerala, he may know, continuously rain will come. You do not get the dry time during for 6 months in Kerala. Like that, continuous rain will be there. Even one time rain coming, then you cannot work. There will be seepage in the wall. Again, you cannot plaster over that. It should dry. Like that, monsoon impacts are there. Humidity effects on internal works. This one always happening. Sometime in one building I have seen there, without completing the external plastering, they have started. Okay. Washed out. Yeah, that is good. Sometime what they did, one building I have seen that without completing the external plaster, they have completed internal plastering and started putty work, wall putty work. I was very upset after seeing that one rain came. Then all putty work, they got the seepage and dampness came. Dampness came and bulging, somewhere bulging. Definitely that putty work will not be proper at the finishing. Like that will happen. You should know about the sequence. They have missed the sequence also, and the humidity also brought a lot of issues in the internal. Then definitely there will be air cracks will come in the putty work, and finishing will not be good. Coordination complexity, multiple trade working simultaneously. Already I have told that will happen. MEP civil interface, always with the MEP and the civil, the quarrel will be in the finishing stages because of this non-proper sequence only. If you are giving proper planning, that all I will discuss you in the next. Client expectation management, unrealistic time, proper sequence only. If you are giving proper planning, that all I will discuss you in the next. Client expectation management, unrealistic timeline expectation. You should tell if you cannot complete the same labor wise, that is also very dangerous because we need a profit. Then the quality versus cost balance, how to do that. All those things, these are all the common pain points, common challenges in every construction. Now, core processes in finishing work. I will give you overview only. Let's break down what finishing works actually involve. Internal works, plastering, painting, tiling, ceilings, flooring, joint works actually involve. Internal works, plastering, painting, tiling, ceilings, flooring, joinery, and fixing hardware and hardwares or fixtures. Nonsense work. That we should not do that. Any engineer should not do that. That is why again we are telling sequences, where to start, where to finish. Like that. That completed work area should be prevented properly. Otherwise, if they are damaging that again involves rework. Now, functions of a finishing engineer. What is his role and responsibility? A finishing engineer is more than a supervisor. He is not a supervisor at all. He is an engineer, finishing engineer, because he knows the art and science of finishing. They are the quality gatekeeper and workflow manager for the last most viable phase of construction. That is a very important phase of construction. Everybody will see the finishing only. Then only they will see what is inside. But the finishing only should be very attractive, clean, quality, everything. And they guide subcontractors, inspect material, implement and monitor quality standards. All those things. They have to guide the subcontractor, material testing is there, implement and monitor quality checklist they have to with that, and using IS codes and project specifications, not IS and code. Okay. And are responsible for delivering a snag-free product. At the end, if you are going to check the 10-floor building means, if you are having 100 snags, then when you will finish? The snag you have to reduce. Snag means final errors or incomplete works. After finishing everything, they will check with the snag work. Whatever small chipping in the wall, small crack in the wall, or any dampness is there, any tile joint open, or any switches not working, or any plumbing taps not working. Like that, all are snag works. That you have to give the snag-free work. Finally, if you are testing, very less snag work should be there. Then only you can hand over easily. Again, every time you are checking 100 snags are coming, how you can hand over? You cannot hand over. Their task includes site inspections, maintaining, updating checklists, trackers, sequencing work orders, and conducting client works during handover. They also manage the interface with the MEP teams. All these are their responsibility. That is why I told her they should know the multitasking. Yeah, snag list you have to prefer. That is why finishing engineer has to know the multitasking. He has to see all this work. Again, I can list out, then it will go very long. But by the work, I will tell you all. But we are thinking once project completed, now structure completed, easily we can finish. No, you have to complete 30 to 40% of duration for that. If you are For example, 10 months, 10 months you take. 10 months means 3 to 4 months for finishing only. Then structure you have to complete before 6 months or 7 months only. That is a metrics in that. Quality impact, 80% profit. Then only company will keep you and they can give you promotion like that. If there is a loss because of finishing, then it is a very difficult. By structure, that will not get loss. Whatever by BOQ, you can complete. Only the finishing only profit. Then only company will keep you and they can give you promotion like that. If there is a loss because of finishing, then it is a very difficult. By structure, that will not get loss. Whatever by it is, challenges, all are luxury flats, premium finishes and a tight timeline. With the even affordable also little easy. They will have the lesser work. In premium, they will go for the higher level material. Even tiles also. Laying 1 by 1 tile is easy. If it is a 4 by 4 tile, laying tile is little time consuming. That is a difference between premium and a normal finish. And achievement, zero post handover complaints for first 6 months. That company, they do not get any complaints for first 6 months. That is why that is a very good quality. 15% under budget due to efficient planning. They have done the proper planning for all the finishing work, proper sequencing and 15% under budget due to efficient planning. They have done the proper planning for all the finishing work, proper sequencing and following their adapted percent customer satisfaction score. They have award for quality finishing by CREDI, I think. And success factors, early MEP coordination. That is a very, very important. They are thinking after finishing the structure, we have to call the MEP people. That is a very wrong concept. We will deal that and reduced rework by 70%. If they are bringing earlier means this much saving is that. Digital quality tracking system. Already I have told the quality tracking through the, you can give the app and they are using drones now, camera is there, all lot of digital equipments are there for tracking everything we are going to discuss. This digital only I am having 2-hour class in this. And a skilled workforce development program, how to bring the skilled workforce. And a that is a very big topic. Later we'll see. Again, we are having very less time. I am having more topic to cover you. That one we will discuss. Okay. In the traditional approach, this is a approach. In integrated approach, what is the difference? I see the 2 lines. You see the 2 lines. What is the difference I have shown? Anybody can understand why it is too late and why it is, we can say the integrated approach. Design and structure, you see the arrow mark, both side arrow mark is there. That is integrated. Design and structure is integrated. Structure and MEP integrated. And MEP and finishing integrated. That is why from day one, you have to call the MEP. You have to start the finishing in the start only. MEP person has to come because some pipelines going below the plinth beam. Like that. So many issues we are going to discuss. Those things for that MEP. For electrical, so many things you have to start from digging also. From earthwork time also, then you need electrical people. Like that plumbing, all the even other trade, other materials, keeping everything you have to see. That approach you want to bring an integrated approach. In the designing stage itself, MEP involved. In the structure stage itself, MEP involved. And early involvement benefits. Why you have to bring the MEP in early? Influence material selections for better constructability. That time itself, they are telling this quality. For example, toilet, if you are changing the EWC, now so many items are coming. That one we have to put a S-trap or P-trap. like that previous thing. Now lot of wall mount things are there. For that you should plan early. At the time of constructing wall itself, you have to do that. Then the material selection is very, very important. You have to do the starting stage itself. Coordinate service routes to minimize conflict. Then pipeline laying. Sometimes if you see in the roof slab, the electrical conduits are more than the reinforcement. More than the rods, you can see all the pipes. Then the service route, how to cut short, everything you should do in the planning itself. And a plan storage and a logistic space requirements. Plan storage and a logistic space. How to store, where to store the material. Particularly finishing, you will get lot of material. Everything they will dump in apartment like that. That should not be done. And identify skill development needs early. And optimize specifications for local availability. Maximum. Well, if you are planning at the earlier stage, they will see the local available material. That will helpful, very easy. You can change them. You can brought even more. You can return also. That also happen for local materials. That is within our city or within our state. Then only you have to go outside. Now milestone mapping. How to do the milestone means we are thinking foundation, ground floor slab, first floor slab. That only we are seeing. But a success in already we have given. Oh, that I have not changed. Okay. Critical path integration. You know about critical path, I think. In planning, any planning guy here, you should know about the critical path in the planning stage. In Gantt chart, they will take the activities which are taking maximum time. The path of the activities taking maximum time is a critical path. If you are using the critical path, in finishing also, you should do that. Yeah, longest path. Very good. Syed knows about that. Very good. And here, key milestones are number one, preparation. The times for tentative for one project, only for example, I have given. 1 to 2 weeks site readiness assessment. You are going to start the tiling work or any other thing. Material procurement initiation. Before starting the work, you should do 1 or 2 weeks before the material procurement. Workforce mobilization, 1 to 2 weeks before you have to start. Core finishing, waterproofing and plastering, 3 to 12 weeks you have to finish. And MEP rough in completion, that also the same time. Tiling and flooring work, 3 to 12 weeks. Like that, all core finishing is a phase 2. Phase 3, final finishes, painting and final course. Fixer installations, final inspections, all are in 13 to 16 weeks. This is for one project. We are tentatively given 4 phases and within that you are completing this like that. And a fixture installation and a final inspection. Finally, handover 2 weeks only, 17th and 18th week. Snagging, rectification, and documentation completion, client handover. These are all the milestone mapping for finishing work. Okay. That's good. Now, resource optimization triangle. That we can say, anybody knows PMC, there is a golden triangle. What is a golden triangle? 3. Cost, scope, and time. Scope means always in construction, one building. We are going to complete a building, that is a scope. Then instead of scope, you keep scope standard, take the quality. Cost, quality, time is a 3 parts of the constraints in construction. In construction, you have to take cost, quality, and time. Here, optimization strategy is for time, parallel execution planning. Which are all activity you have to do parallelly. Any trade, electrical and plumbing, one room they are doing electrical wire drawing, then other room. Again, the same time, other toilet, you can do the internal pipeline laying. like that, a parallel execution planning should be there. Prefabrication opportunities, whatever material prefabrication available, like even grills like that, or any other prefabrication, any slabs, pavements, outer side, everything prefabrication opportunity you have to complete. Skill matched task allocation. Then for that time, that is how much skill they are